Hello everybody, welcome back to another Team Fortress 2 video. It's Silver here, and this time I'm going to do my first viewer suggested video. Thank you, Predator, for the comment. I really appreciate it. I don't get comments like this much, but thank you for giving me a suggestion like I asked for once. But anyway, what he suggested is that I should do a little class first looks, like which class is meant for what, the best loadouts, and the purpose encounters of the class. Now, before I get into the video, I'd like to say that I do have a little cough. It's just a little cold. It's just a cough, so nothing to worry about. I have a cough drop currently, and it's kind of helped me stop coughing a little bit, but for the most part, I'm gonna be coughing still. But anyway. So, what I'd like to start out with first is what the scout is meant for. So, the scout is meant for flanks and distraction. So, what you want to do is not go towards the battle head on. You want to kind of go from the side. Just not from where the enemy is looking. If you come from where the enemy is not looking, then your chances of taking someone out or escaping is a lot better. The scout can be a powerful class, and what I mean by this is that he can actually go up and kill people very quickly. Now, this is extremely useful because he's kind of a high priority target killer. He can easily take down a heavy medic pair, but he kind of has to be. He has to land all.
Yes.
He has to land all 6 shots extremely well because the scatter gun will do a little over 100 damage, I think, from up close. So 2 shots to the medic to kill him, and then another 4 shots to kill the overcharged heavy for sure. So that will easily take him down. Next, you should always use the scout for objective-based gameplay. The scout is always counts. Ooh. The scout always counts as 2 people for any objective, whether it be the payload, capture points, the king of the hill, and etc. He can run 2 times faster, which is also useful for capture the flag. So he's always great for objectives. If you really need to play the objective badly, you should choose this class, although he doesn't really survive a lot. So he's meant to run around, be a distraction, flank people, do a lot of damage, but he can't really take a lot of hits before he dies. Next, I'm going to cover the loadouts of this class. So if we navigate over to loadouts, go to scout. Now first I'll show you all the weapons he has that well, not necessarily all of them, but a good amount of them. So first off, he has a scatter gun. This is the basic scatter gun for the scout. It does about 100 damage if you go up close. It has 6 shots. It fires one at a time. Well, all of them do, but it kind of has to wait a second before it can shoot again. And it's overall a very good weapon. It should not be used at long range, only close range, and it is devastating when used at close range. Next, we have the Force of Nature. Now, this is a kind of... I don't like it, and this is because you have to be extremely accurate to use it. Because when you use those 2 shots, you leave yourself vulnerable until that reload completes, which is kind of long in my opinion. I mean, the scout is an extremely high-paced class. In fact, he's the most high-paced class in the game because you need to run around everywhere and shoot things. If you're not able to play a PC game very well, you should not choose the scout as your first class. And this is why I don't really like the Force of Nature too much. Although I do like the quad jump paired with the atomizer and the scout's default double jump. I do like the quadruple jump that this Force of Nature gives by shooting at the ground. So, it has a plus 50% faster firing speed, which is good because you can easily run up to somebody and shoot them with both shots, and sometimes kill them if you're close enough. You get knocked back on the target and shoot it. This is why you get the quad jump. And plus 20% bullets per shot. This actually, paired with the minus 10% damage penalty, this actually does do more damage. Just hit more, just gotta get closer to the enemy, and you will definitely do more damage. And minus 60% clip size, so you only get 2 shots in this thing. Overall, it's not a bad weapon at all, but I wouldn't suggest it if you're not already accurate. Shortstop. Now, this doesn't tell its stats, but it is slightly weaker than the scattergun. It has 4 shots. It fires very quickly, about twice this or half the speed of the pistol, and it does share the ammo reserve with the pistol. So if you use the two of them, don't be questioning why your ammo is going down faster. And it says 4 shots. It reloads very fast, and it's a very nice weapon, but it's very, very, very close range based. I don't suggest this. It's kind of like a force of nature with more ammo, or with more capacity, but less features to it. I like it a little bit, just enough to keep it, but I don't ever use it. Lastly, the soda popper. This has 50% faster firing speed, plus 25% faster reload time, minus 60% clip size, no random critical hits. Now, this fires just as fast as the force of nature. It reloads quite a bit faster. 25% is actually quite fast. And it shares the same amount of ammo as the force of nature, being 2 shots. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about the soda popper and force of nature is that when you shoot a shot and you reload, you lose the other shot. You'll never have an odd amount of ammo in your reserves. You're always gonna have an even amount. So I would highly suggest turning off auto reload if you have it on and you need to conserve ammo, because you will basically have half the ammo since you'll be reloading about every shot, unless you actually shoot both the cylinders, I guess you could say, out. But anyway, this doesn't do any random critical hits, but as you run, there's going to be a meter called the hype meter, and when that fills, you're going to unleash mini critical hits. And what this does is it boosts up the damage of your weapon, and it really hurts the enemy. It can take down just about anything in 2 solid hits. Now, this takes about 15 seconds or so of continuous running to build up, which is not that bad at all. And you don't have to use it, because when it's full, it automatically goes. Switch to a melee weapon before it completely fills up, and then when you see someone, just switch back to your gun, and then you'll have the mini crits when you need them. So I find it to be really good, but like I said, you need to be really accurate in order to use these 2 weapons. So I would just prefer the regular scattergun. It works wonders anyway. Next off, the Scout doesn't really have a lot of secondaries. So the default pistol, it basically it has 12 shots in it, 36 in the reserve, and although the game says it's good for long range, it doesn't really help anywhere outside of medium range. So you want to keep that in mind. It's definitely good if you don't have anything else. And one thing I'm gonna say: do not use the Winger. It is an absolutely terrible pistol. It has much less ammo capacity, just for a little bit of damage in return. I hate it. It may look cool, but it's just absolutely terrible. I would highly suggest the original pistol over this. Next, we have Bunk Atomic Punch. Now, when you drink this, which takes about 1.5 seconds, I'd say, you become completely invincible. Nothing at all can hurt you. You can be air blast and stuff, but you'll move at the same speed and nothing will be able to hurt you. Sentries can still push you back and such, but this is more of an escape from all harm kind of thing. And distractions. It really works for distractions. A really good tactic with this is running into a sentry room with this activated and having some teammates behind you take out the sentry while it's distracted by you. Now you have to do this quick because this only lasts for about 6 seconds or so. Now there's also Criticola, which when you drink it, all damage dealt will be mini crits, and all damage taken will be mini crits. But I don't really suggest using that since the Scout dies really easily anyway. So you have to have an extremely good flank in order to use that. And I'm just gonna say, from all my experience with trying to flank people, doesn't go over well, so I wouldn't really use that. Prove me wrong, though, if I am wrong. And lastly, Mad Milk. Players heal 60% of the damage done to an enemy covered with milk. I love, 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 love this. The Scout is an extremely, extremely, extremely weak class. Can die from nearly anything in the game in almost one hit. Or just maybe a few seconds. And this completely alleviates the need to get a health back every 2 seconds when you're in a fight. Just simply splashes over as many enemies as you can, and go in for some cheap-ass kills. And if you don't get the kill, at least you're gonna survive. You can actually take on a heavy head-on if you keep on firing him and getting some good damage. Say you do 100 damage to him, which is basically every shot. You're gonna get 60 health back. Although the heavy can still take that out pretty fast. 60 damage takes a good under a second to take out, and if you can fire fast enough and stay out of the way, you can easily take down a heavy with this thing. But anyway, I love Mad Milk. Definitely suggest using it. Now melee weapons. The default is this bat, but this holy mackerel right here is actually a reskin. Now the reason I use this is because it's kind of funny hitting people with fish, and plus when you hit someone, it'll say fish hit X1, X2, X3, etc. in the kill feed. So when you hit someone with fish, it's got a little humiliation thing in the top right. And when you kill someone with a fish, and like I said, it's a reskin, so it has the same exact stats as the bat, but basically it will say fish kill, which is kind of humiliating in a way. But anyway, but still, it's the same thing as getting killed with bat, just got that kill feed option or feature. Next, the atomizer. I love this bat. I definitely suggest crafting it. It is totally worth it. This grants you a double or triple jump rather. It deals 10 damage when used. It has a 30% slower firing speed, and it has minus 28% damage versus players. This is not meant to kill people. This is meant to stay in your inventory and collect dust while you use it for only triple jumps. Now, this triple jump easily allows for better maneuverability and escape abilities, I guess you could say. This will help you get around the map much easier, allow you to quad jump with the force of nature, and all in all, just get you much further along than you used to before. If you thought the double jump was useful, try a triple jump or quad jump if you decide to equip the force of nature. I like this, just it's not a good melee weapon, so you gotta think your situation. The candy cane. This is a great weapon. I love it. It's basically the same thing as Mad Milk, except when you kill someone, a small health pack is dropped. Now, I don't know if this exactly means the candy cane itself. It probably doesn't. But when you kill someone, it'll drop like the little pills container, which will restore 25 health. So that's good. And paired with the Mad Milk, you're like a health machine. You're getting yourself health, and you're getting your teammates health. So I don't see why not pairing that with this. But the only problem is you get plus 25% explosive damage vulnerability on yourself. So basically you are going to die from nearly any explosive you go over. So I would keep an extra eye out for explosive weapons like the rocket launcher and sticky bombs. Lastly, the Fan of War. There's also the Boston Basher, Sun on a Stick. Those are both terrible weapons. The Boston Basher will, if you're not good with a melee weapon, you're going to hit yourself and eventually kill yourself if you attack too much. And that's if you miss. If you hit them, they bleed for 5 seconds, no big deal. It's just like fire, but it's not really that great, I don't think. And the Sun on a Stick does extra damage when the player is burning. And really, why would a scout have anything to do with people burning? That's more of a pyros thing. So, even if you use teamwork, I don't think this opportunity would come along very much. But anyway, the Fan of War. On hit, one target at a time is marked for death, causing all damage taken to be mini crits. Now, if you can get up to a heavy and hit him with this and just run away, even if he's overcharged, this guy's gonna die really fast. Ugh, sorry. This guy's gonna die really fast. Mini crits are devastating on anyone, even if they're being healed by like 2 medics at once. just go up to them, smack them in the face with this, and fire as you're running away, because everything done to him will be mini crits until death. I don't really know how to reset this, but until death. Only problem is, it's barely used as a melee weapon. I have killed people with this, but you have to hit them quite a lot. Anyway, that's a small description of all the weapons. Well, small description, not really. More of a large, large description. Anyway, I'd like to call this loadout more of a... It's the default loadout, except for the holy mackerel. It's a good loadout, I'd say. It's definitely for flanking and escape routes. But that's basically it. It's a good balance. It gives the scout all of his abilities and whatnot. Next, we got a power loadout. Now, for this, I've selected the soda popper, since it does the mini crits. The mad milk, so you get your health back faster, because you're going to get into deadly or very hard situations if you're going to be doing a lot of power. It's either go into a large group of enemies and do your power damage, or go to a small group of enemies and do your power damage. So you're going to need to get a lot of health back, so mad milk is your thing. Whew. Anyway, fan of war, like I said, mini crits dealt, so just go in and smack someone with it, it'll be good. Next, this is the distraction class. Basically, you're going to be running around and just annoying the hell out of your enemies. I say the scatter gun, bonk atomic punch, and the atomizer, so you can get around the map and you can get away from any situation, and also distract sentries without a problem. And this is my favorite loadout personally, the scattergun. Like I said, this is my favorite. Mad Milk because I absolutely love it, and the Holy Mackerel because I like the original bat. And one thing I forgot to say is the Sandman. That's another one. It takes away 15 health on you, but on mouse 2 fire, you will shoot out a ball that the longer it travels, or further it travels rather, the longer it will stun an enemy on impact. Now this is great for the scout, but the minus 15%, the minus 15 health really doesn't help out the fact that the scouts are already weak. So I don't know. Go ahead and choose what you like, but these are my suggestions for classes or class loadouts. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for no gameplay, but that will come in starter guides. Please suggest what class you would like to see next. I will go in order if none are asked for otherwise. And please like the video if you enjoyed this or found it helpful in any way, shape, or form. Comment, like I said, in the next video. Sorry for the coughing. Can't really help it, but this is what I did at the beginning of my YouTube career anyway. And subscribe for more. I should be over my sickness in a few days, so you shouldn't have to hear any more of these annoying commentary or this annoying coughing. But comment, rate, subscribe. That's all I ask of you guys if you're new to my channel. And I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you for watching.